just underway from the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. First period action. I'm Frank Daly. We look now at the offense set up by the Bullets. Frank Johnson guarded by Thomas, to Mahorn guarded by Lambier. Now to Johnson's got a free rein in the lane, won't pass. Instead he goes off into Sobers, who fires out of the corner. Back rim fails. Rebound Lambier. Long outlet pass to John Long down to the front court in the corner. Now the drive into the lane with the left-hand jumper. No good, and he traveled. Second turnover for the Detroit Pistons as Long traveled as he went into the lane with the left hand. Joe Gashu on the call. And the Bullets come back, all tied at 2 apiece. Frank Johnson into the front court with the left-hand dribble. Now the switch-hand dribble. Spin move. Corner of the key over to Mahorn, guarded by Lambier. Mahorn straight away to Johnson. Johnson the dribble and drive down through the paint. Gives it off to Rulin. The baseline jumper by Jeff. In and out. Lambier battles for the rebound. He gets it. Lambier to Thomas. Isaiah down the lane, left side to Benson. The pull-up, line drive, good. Frozen rope, but it caught the back of the rim and went in. Give the basket to Kent Benson. He has all the Piston points. And it's Detroit by 2 at 4-2. Here's Johnson up into the front court. Johnson stops sideline left down to Rulin low left. And we are going to have a foul. It's going to be on Jeff Rulin, offensive foul, pushing off underneath. First foul of the ball game. And the Pistons come back here at Capitol Center. Detroit with a 16-14 record. They've won their last 3, and those 3 have been on the road. Benson, left wing, cross courts it to Tripucka. Now the drive halfway down the lane. He bumped right into Ballard. Or did Ballard bump into him? Yes, it was the latter. Ballard picks up the personal foul on Kelly Tripucka before the shot. Ballard picks up foul number 1 for him. 2 team fouls for the Washington Bullets. Here's John Long. Goes left wing to Thomas, out of the wing spot. His shot is no good. High rebound in the paint, pulled down by Ricky Sobers. Sobers now up into the front court. Gingerly across the line, hands to Frank Johnson. He will run the offense. Thomas picks him up. Now it goes high to Ballard. Looks right, went left to Sobers. The pass down low left to Rulin, intercepted by Kent Benson. Turnover of Bullets. John Long pumps it back up into the front court. He wears number 25. Goes to Tripucka, driving baseline right. Shoves a pass to Lambier out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Frank Johnson. It'll be a Detroit ball, baseline right beside their own basket. Benson will throw it into play, does to Tripucka. Tripucka in the corner double team. Goes halfway down the lane to Lambier. The turnaround jumper from 5 goes about 4.5. Rebound Rulin gets it up to Sobers. Sobers up into the front court. Will he pull up from the left wing? No. Now with a stationary dribble, moves it back outside deep. On him with plenty of room is John Long. Sobers will take the shot. He does. 3-point try. Off to the right, no good. Lambier with his 3rd defensive rebound, pulls it down. Gets it up to Isaiah Thomas. Has trouble in the lane. Lost control, got it back. Gave it to Benson. He hits his 3rd straight shot off the left baseline. Kent Benson has hit 3 in a row, and he has all of the Detroit Pistons points. It's 6-2. Crowd getting a little bit restless here in Washington. Here's Frank Johnson, deep on the right, guarded by Thomas. Goes right side to Ballard. The turnaround jumper from deep range. No. Rebound by Thomas, and he double dribbled as he got control of the rebound. At the same time, he was running from left to right and lost control and then tried to start up his dribble again. We got a timeout on the court, 8:48 remaining in the first quarter. Your score, Detroit 6, Washington 2. All right, after the timeout, the Bullets going to have the ball in the backcourt near sides. Sobers puts it up to Frank Johnson. He will run the offense from right to left. Now with the yo-yo dribble across the 10-second line. Picked up by Thomas over to Sobers. Guarded by on him is John Long. Sobers wants to back it in the lane. The jump shot off the glass. Good. Foul on the play. Ricky Sobers was not to be denied. And the foul is going to be on John Long. So going to the free throw line, it'll be Ricky Sobers, as we said, an 88% free throw shooter, trying to make it a 3-point play. He does. Sobers does make it a 3-point play. And suddenly it's 6-5. Bullets are down by just 1. Some pressure now by the Bullets against the Pistons in the front court. It comes into the Benson right baseline jumper. No good. The follow by Lambier is good. Bill Lambier with the rebound follow. His first 2. 8-5 Detroit. Coming up right to left, we look at Frank Johnson outside deep, guarded by Isaiah Thomas. Still is Frank Johnson. Tricky dribbles. Now goes inside the circle. Now side of the circle. Off to Ballard. Baseline left. Back to Johnson. Corner of the key jumper from 16. Good. Frank Johnson with his first field goal. 8-7. Pistons by 1. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Thomas shoots it up high to Benson. Benson around right side to Tripucka. Trying to go down to the baseline. Lambier knocked out of bounds by Greg Ballard. Tripucka and Isaiah Thomas are the 2 guys certainly the Pistons are going to have to be concerned with tonight. Benson inbounds to Long behind a Lambier screen from 15. Good. Basket in there by John Long. His first two. 10-7. Pistons by 3. Bullets up into the front court. Johnson bounce pass into Rulin, who rolls to the basket with the left hand and scores. Nice assist from Frank Johnson, who's averaging 10 assists a ball game. Off to Jeff Rulin. 10-9. Pistons by 1. Thomas up into the front court. Johnson runs right into a Lambier screen. Thomas can't shoot on it, though. Back to Benson. Cross-court pass. Tripucka driving the right baseline. Put it up, and it rolled out. Rebound, Ballard. Tripucka foul, Ballard. Kelly Tripucka picks up his first. And that means the Pistons have 2 team fouls. The Bullets with just 1. One of those fouls on the Bullets, Jeff Rulin, was an offensive foul. It doesn't count as a team foul. Mahorn gets it up to Johnson, guarded by Thomas. Right side, Ballard rolling off the screen, puts it up under some pressure. Too deep, no good. Rebound, Sobers. Foul on the play. It's going to be on Ricky Sobers. Loose ball foul on Sobers, and he is arguing rather strongly with official Jim Wishmeyer. But it'll go as a foul against Ricky Sobers. The Pistons have the ball back. They lead by 1, 10-9. This is Benson halfway down the lane, hands it off to John. The lean-in lane jumper by John Long from the right side of the lane is good, so he now has 4. And quickly the Bullets push it up into the front court, trailing at 12-9. Johnson now high to Rulin, guarded by Benson. Off to Ballard, right side screen, short. He gets his own rebound, came in and laid it up and in. So all the Bullet starters now have scored. 12-11. Bullets are down by 1 against the Pistons. John Long straight away on the point. Sobers comes up to match up with him. John Long finds Isaiah Thomas down to Tripucka, low left, put it up with the right hand. Back shot good. Foul on the play by Greg Ballard. So Tripucka gets his first field goal. And he will try to make it a 3-point play. Last foul was on Mahorn and not Ballard. At the free throw line, Kelly Tripucka wears number 7. Now in his 3rd year out of Notre Dame, 6'6", 220 pounds. A well-advertised 220 pounds. He's averaging 23.4 points a ball game. Tripucka's offering at the free throw line is good. He makes it a 3-point play. He now has 3, and the Pistons lead by 4, 15-11, 6:25 to go. Some pressure against the Bullets by the Pistons. It comes into the front court wildly. Now Mahorn has it near sideline. Goes cross-court against the pressure to Sobers. Sobers making a 20-footer good. Just in front of the 3-point line. Sobers has 5. 15-13. Bullets down by 2. Left baseline. Jump shot by Kent Benson. Good. Kent Benson has hit 4 of 5 shots. Give Benson 8 points on the night. 17-13. Detroit. Pass from Sobers to Mahorn, knocked out of bounds by John Long. Joe Kopicki will come into the ball game. He's no stranger with a lot of these players because Joe Kopicki has played basketball at the University of Detroit. And that's where John Long played. Terry Tyler played there, as did Earl Curran, who's on the bench now for Chuck Daly and the Pistons. Here's Sobers, 3-point range, rings it around right side to Kopicki, guarded by Lambier. Halfway down the lane, here's Rulin to bounce inside the paint. Went for the jump shot, he took steps. Rulin turns the ball over, the call made by official Jim Wishmeyer. 17-13 Detroit. Isaiah Thomas coming left to right, goes over the timeline between the legs, picked up by Johnson. Thomas sets deep on the left wing, bounce pass to Benson, low jump shot from the left baseline. Good. Kent Benson is having some kind of a night. He already has 10. He's only missed 1. He's hit 5 of 6. So Benson leads the Bullets 19-13. Up into the front court, it's Sobers, goes to Joe Kopicki, now to Rulin high, guarded by Benson. And we're going to have a foul on Frank Johnson, offensive foul. That is his first. Bullets have 3 team fouls, Detroit 2. Ball turns around, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, first quarter, 19-13 Detroit. Thomas right at the point, guarded by Frank Johnson. Everybody's setting up low. Thomas bounce pass right side to Tripucka behind the screen, in and out. Long on the offensive boards, goes strong around Sobers and scores. John Long has 6. 19-13, Gene Chu's going to call timeout. Detroit with the lead, 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go. It's only a 20-second timeout. 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 10 of 15 from the field thus far. Lay back in, less than 5 minutes to go. 21-13 Detroit. Here's Frank Johnson, guarded by Thomas. Now to Sobers. Sobers over to Ballard. Bounce pass low left into Rulin. He just muscled right into Benson. Benson draws the foul. Jeff Rulin will go to the free throw line. Benson's first personal foul. So we'll look at Jeff Rulin, who's shooting 70% on the season. Lifetime, he is a 71% free throw shooter. Last game against New York Friday night, he had 15 points. Rulin puts up the first one. It's good. He also had 12 rebounds against the Knicks Friday night. Next shot by Jeff is good. So normally he's a little bit cold from the free throw line at the beginning of things, but he hit his first 2 right there. Give Rulin 4. Make it 21-15 Detroit. Some trap pressure by the Bullets on the Pistons. Lambier had the ball running down the lane, lost control, but got it back at the baseline. His pass intercepted by Sobers, far sideline. He gets around Tripucka up into the front court. Ricky Sobers. Good act by Ricky. Almost threw the ball away. Got it up to Johnson. A foul on Isaiah Thomas. A little bit too aggressively on Ricky Sobers. Isaiah Thomas with the first personal for him. And Vinnie Johnson's going to come into the ball game. He'll replace Isaiah Thomas. So it'll be John Long and Vinnie Johnson in the backcourt. Bullets inbound the ball. Johnson goes right side to Sobers, and it's a fadeaway from 19. Went 18. Rebound Benson. Off to Vinnie Johnson, pushing it up from left to right. He plays the point now to John Long, left side. Corner of the key, now inside the circle against Sobers. Tough defense. Off to Benson. He's got the hot hand. Roll job. No good. Rims right side. Ballard with a rebound. Off to Johnson. Johnson up into the front court. Bullets are down 21-15. Johnson goes to Kopicki inside, and he volleyballed the ball right into Tripucka's hands. Tripucka, the bounce pass into the front court to Long. Off the wing, now driving inside the paint. The pull-up jumper by Long. No good. Rebound Lambier. Laid it up. Back shot. No. Rulin with a rebound. Bullets come back after the transition. 2 missed shots by the Pistons, 21-15. Detroit with the lead, 3:50 to go. The Bullets have the ball. We look at Frank Johnson, guarded by Vinnie Johnson. Now inside the circle, it goes to Ballard, left side to Sobers. Sobers, before he took the shot, we had a whistle. 3-second violation called against the Bullets, and that's already 6 turnovers tonight for Washington. Sloppy play by the Bullets. They trail 21-15, down at 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go first quarter. Tripucka dribbling the drive down the lane, gave it off inside of Lambier, put it up and in. Lambier with 4. Nice assist from Kelly Tripucka, who everybody in the building thought was going to shoot. Instead, he dished it off to Lambier low. 23-15. Detroit out to a good start. Shooting well from the field. Ballard left side to Sobers. Sobers pulls the trigger out of the left corner. Good. Sobers has 7. He continues to shoot hot. 23-17. Detroit. Here's Tripucka. Leans in with a drive against Ballard. Offensive foul. Kelly Tripucka. And that's the second foul on Kelly Tripucka. Ball turns around. Terry Tyler's going to come into the ball game for Kelly Tripucka. Bullets have it back. They're working with the same starting 5. Johnson up into the front court, except for Kopicki, who's in the ball game for Mahorn. Now it goes to Rulin. Rulin high to Johnson, right at the lip of the key, guarded by Johnson. Off to Ballard, rolling off the screen, doesn't shoot. Now he dribbles 2 steps, takes a shot, bank shot, no. Rebound Lambier. Off it goes to Tyler. The dribble and a drive, coast to coast, laid it up and in. John Long. He has 8. 25-17. Pistons off to a very fast start. Darren Day's going to come into the ball game. Frank Johnson tried to take a shot at the corner of the key, stripped of the ball by Vinnie Johnson and went out of bounds. Chuck Daly and the Pistons call timeout. For the Washington Bullets, he will inbound on the front court far sideline along with Jeff Malone, and the ball is intercepted out of the hands of Kopicki. Here's John Long running in against Malone, laid it up, good. John Long now has 10 first quarter points. He and Benson high man in the ball game. Benson also has 10. 27-17. This one is starting to get away from the Bullets a little bit. Malone deep on the right sideline, stops his dribble, goes to Day. The dribble and drive leans in front of the foul line, good. Darren Day with a pull-up jumper from about 11 or 12. Day's first 2. 27-19. Detroit. Here's Vinnie Johnson at the point, goes right side to Long, trying to move in on Sobers. Double team can't. Bounce pass off. It goes to Cliff Livingston against Kopicki. Halfway down the lane, gives to Johnson. The free baseline jumper by Johnson is good. Vinnie Johnson with his first 2. 29-19. Detroit here in Washington. 1:51 to go. First quarter, Jeff Malone, the rookie out of Mississippi State, deep on the right sideline. Today high, left wing now to Sobers against Vinnie Johnson. Sobers holds the ball, looks for Rulin, can't find him. Now the pull-up by Sobers, an awkward shot, in and out. Rebound Cliff Livingston for Detroit. They have been controlling the defensive boards. Up into the front court comes Vinnie Johnson, leans in the paint against Sobers, no call as Sobers goes flying. Rebound though, Darren Day. Bullets come back right to left, snaking up into the front court. It's Darren Day, sets deep on the right wing. Still Day holding the ball, goes to Sobers at the point, guarded by Vinnie Johnson. 29-19, Detroit. Sobers left side of Malone, starts to drive down the baseline. He can't, he's shut off by Long. Now to Sobers deep to Rulin. Rulin starts to drive, gives it off to Day. Right wing jumper, good. Darren Day has hit a couple of field goals. Day has 4, 29-21. Bullets are down by 8. Less than a minute to go first quarter. Vinnie Johnson, left wing, now to Livingston, behind the screen. He will instead dump it down low to Lambier, all left against Rulin. The short pop, good. Bill Lambier, very underrated center, jumps right over Jeff Rulin. He has 6 points. 31-21. The spread is 10 in favor of Detroit. Down to 40 seconds to go. First quarter. Malone up into the front court, deep around three-point range, guarded by Long. Still it's Malone. Tricky dribble stuff. Stops. Double team. Almost looks like a zone there by Detroit. Here's Sobers swinging around through traffic. Pulls up. Lip of the key. Good. Corner of the key jumper by Ricky Sobers. Falls. Sobers has 9. He is 4 of 8 from the field. The lead is cut to 31-23. Detroit. Final 15 seconds to go. First quarter. Walking the ball up into the front court. It's Johnson right around three-point range at the point. Working time off the clock with the dribble. Now the move. The corner of the key jumper by Vinnie Johnson. No. Rebound follow Lambier. Fade away right baseline. Hit the side of the basket. The rebound ended by Livingston. He put it up once, twice. No. And that's it. The front three, Joe Kopicki, Darren Day, and Rick Mahorn. So Ballard and Rulin are sitting on the bench right now. After one, 31-23 in favor of Detroit. Bullets have the ball. They go to Malone on the left wing. Now guarded by Vinnie Johnson. Malone with a runner. Jump right hand hook. No. Malone gets the offensive boards after it. Balls around. He'll set up the offense again with a fresh 24. Frank Johnson, lip of the key jumper. Good. Frank Johnson has a second field goal. He has 4. 31-25. The Piston lead is 6. Isaiah Thomas deep on the right side, trying to back in on the good defense. Frank Johnson rolling behind a screen at the foul line. Terry Tyler foul away from the ball. 3-second violation against the Pistons on the last play, as Vinnie Johnson hanging in the lane a little bit too long. Bullets will inbound the ball. They come up from right to left here in Washington, D.C. More specifically, the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, up into the front court. Malone, deep right sideline to Darren Day. No dribble, off to Kopicki high, guarded by Livingston. Kopicki shoots a pass right side to Day, sets up, no. Rebound follows to the left side. Vinnie Johnson has it, and we're going to have a foul. Going to be an offensive foul on Vinnie Johnson. And Vinnie Johnson with the personal foul. That's number 1 on him. Ball will be inbounded by the Bullets on the near sideline, down to our left. Darren Day will put it into play. Bounce pass to Johnson, deep on the left. Picked up by Isaiah Thomas. Thomas chases Johnson right around, deep three-point range to Day. Inside the circle of Kopicki, backdoor, laid it up and in. Nice pass from Darren Day to Joe Kopicki. Kopicki with his first field goal. 31-27, as the Bullets now eat into that Detroit lead. Thomas, bounce pass over to Vinnie Johnson, rolling behind a screen on the left wing, and he jams and scores. Vinnie Johnson has 2 field goals, give him 4 points, 33-27, still Detroit. Bullets up into the front court, bounce pass low left intended for Kopicki, and Kopicki finally gets it on his hands and knees. We're going to have a jump ball. As Kopicki hustled on the play, not a good pass by Frank Johnson. And we're going to have a jump ball by Joe Kopicki and Terry Tyler, a couple of ex-Detroit University players right outside of the Washington basket. And the tap easily controlled by Tyler. After Vinnie Johnson coming left to right, pushes it up into the front court. Now he angles right to the top of the key, shoots it down to Livingston halfway down the lane. He rolls to the basket with a double pump right-hand banker. Good. Cliff Livingston with the basket, his first 2. 35-27 Detroit. Up into the front court, Johnson deep around right sideline. Goes high to Day, down inside to Mahorn all alone. Blocked inside by Livingston. Ball comes back. With it is Vinnie Johnson for the Pistons. Spin move in the lane. The turnaround side of the lane jumper. No. He gets the offensive follow. It's no good. Loose ball foul. It's going to be on the Pistons. And it's on Vinnie Johnson. And for him, that's foul number 2. 35-27 Detroit. 10:06 to go until halftime. Up into the front court. Frank Johnson with a yo-yo left-hand dribble, goes left wing to Darren Day. Guarded by Long to Kopicki high. He goes right side to Johnson. Johnson and Malone rolling off the screen at the foul line. Good. Jeff Malone gets his first field goal. Let's identify ourselves. This is WTOP, Washington, D.C. Detroit, front court action. Left side, it's John Long and Thomas. And Livingston go flying in the paint. And the foul is charged to Washington's Joe Kopicki. That's his first. And the Pistons going to inbound the ball. 1 team foul on the Bullets, 2 on the Pistons, with 9:41 to go second quarter. Terry Tyler, 6-year player out of Detroit, will throw the ball into play. 6'7", 200-pound forward. He's set up. And he goes to Isaiah Thomas, the 3rd-year player out of Indiana. Out of Tyler, low left inside to Earl Curran, the former Detroit player, laid it up and in over Rick Mahorn. Earl the Twirl Curran with his first 2. 37-29. Recently, he has been a contributor for Chuck Daly and the Pistons. Detroit has the lead. Deep left sideline. Day cuts it over to Kopicki. Went strong to the boards. Blocked inside by Livingston. And the Pistons come back from left to right. This is Thomas, left side to John Long. Can he drive? No. And the ball turns over. John Long stepped on the baseline, far sideline. Think of Terry Tyler. So the Bullets will get it back, a chance to cut further into the lead. It's 37-29 Detroit. 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go in that second quarter. Here's Malone high to Mahorn. Shoots it around left side of Darren Day. Good spin move off the wing. Now the lean inside the lane. Block inside again by Detroit. And with the block, that would be Terry Tyler. Pistons give and go inside. And the ball is thrown out of bounds. Came into the front court left to right a little too quickly, out of control. But Terry Tyler with another block. Last 3 times down. Bullets just can't get anything to the basket. 37-29. Washington has the ball, but they trail the Pistons. 8:46 to go, second quarter. Frank Johnson on the point, guarded by Thomas. Over to Day. Day on the left. Gets it inside to Malone. Malone takes the lip of the key jumper. A rim job to the left. Rebound by Earl Curitin. Off to Isaiah Thomas, coming left to right. Goes right side. Frank Johnson ran right into a Terry Tyler pick in the front court. And they're going to call the foul on Frank Johnson. Apparently, position had been established by the Pistons on the pick in the front court. So the foul goes against Frank Johnson for the Washington Bullets. That's his second. Pistons add the ball. Isaiah Thomas bounce pass low left to Curitin against Rulin. Can't move. Now he takes the jump. Right hand hook. No good. The follow inside by Curitin with the right hand. Blocked by Mahorn. Curitin again with a finger roll inside. Good. Earl Curitin follows off his own missed shot. Curitin has 4. Timeout. 8:14 to go until halftime. Detroit 39, Washington 29. Malone is handling the ball as he comes right to left. Detroit out rebounding Washington 19-7. And that is significant on both ends. Malone up into the front court to Day, right sideline. And Mahorn lip of the key. Mahorn starts the dribble in the drive, goes over to Malone, left sideline, guarded by Long, down at the baseline, low left to Rulin, back to Malone. Will he force a shot? No. Johnson inside the key. The turnaround foul line jumper, good, right before the shot clock expired. Frank Johnson with a pressure basket with Isaiah Thomas all over him. Johnson has 6, 39-31, Detroit. Isaiah Thomas into the front court. He's matched up with number 15, Frank Johnson. He's foul line right. Over to Earl Curitin, deep right sideline. Rulin comes out to get him. Inside the circle, it goes to Tyler. The foul line jumper from 16, good. Terry Tyler with his first field goal. 41-31, Detroit. 10-point lead for these Pistons against the Bullets. Into the front court, we look at Malone, who's handling the ball on the last couple of transitions. Darren Day, sideline right against Long, moves up into the right wing to Johnson, low right inside of Malone, and a mismatch as he's posted up. He laid it up and in. Jeff Malone has a couple of field goals, give him 4. 41-33, Detroit. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Isaiah Thomas into the front court, fades to the right wing. Now he stops with a stationary dribble, drills a pass inside the key to Tyler, bumps Day, no call. Inside the paint, the pull-up by Terry Tyler, swish. Terry Tyler gets the basket, he has 4. Pistons, 43-33 over the Bullets. 6:44 to go, second quarter. Jeff Malone straight away in a Day, deep in the right, guarded by Tyler. The pass inside of Rulin, low left, and he lost the ball. Picked up by Isaiah Thomas on the run left to right. Picked up by Frank Johnson. Isaiah Thomas deals to Tyler, short, right wing drive, no. Rebound by Mahorn down at the baseline, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Cliff Livingston, the second-year player out of Wichita State. No shots involved. Bullets will inbound of the backcourt, move it up from right to left. Bullets are down 43-33. Frank Johnson picked up by Kelly Tripucka halfway down the lane. Here's Rulin, the run inside the lane with a right hand, no, before the shot of foul. And the foul is going to be on Earl Curitin. That's just his first. That will not send a Bullet to the free throw line yet. 3 team fouls on the Pistons, 2 on the Bullets here in the second quarter. Kent Benson will check back in. He'll take Curitin's place. Bullets inbound after the foul by Curitin. Day drills it low left inside of Malone, posting up with Long, takes the jumper, took steps. Malone turned the ball over. Another turnover for the Bullets. And for them, that's 9 so far. 6:19 to go, second quarter. 43-33. Still a 10-point spread for the Pistons against the Bullets. Slowly up into the front court, John Long, big guard, right at the point, guarded by Malone, gets it around to Thomas. Right wing squares up and hits Isaiah Thomas, who has not played well in the first 2 games against the Bullets, but he hits a jumper from the right side there. Isaiah Thomas now has his first field goal. Day, low left inside to Mahorn, and he stuffs. Rick Mahorn on the assist from Darren Day. Darren Day has looked good tonight. It's 45-35, still Detroit. Here's Kelly, Isaiah Thomas running down to the baseline, posts up with Johnson, takes the shot, air ball, all by himself, spreading the elbows, the rebound with Mahorn, up to Malone, up into the front court. Here's Malone, gets a screen outside from Rulin, drives the baseline left, laid it up, no, foul on the play. And I'm sure this time Malone will go to the free throw line. A lot of substitutions now. Lambier is in for Detroit. Kelly Tribuca entered the ball game. Ricky Sobers comes in, and Ballard comes in for the Bullets. That means Darren Day will leave and Frank Johnson will leave. Darren Day's done a fine job. And Livingston commits the last foul. That'll send rookie Jeff Malone to the free throw line. Livingston's first at the free throw line. The first one is up and no good by Jeff Malone. Malone is an 82% free throw shooter. He has not been shooting well from the field. He's only 13 of 44 in the last 4 games. He gets the second free throw. Give Malone 5 in the first half. 5:31 to go, second quarter. 45-36 Detroit. Benson all alone against Rowland. Put it up with the right hand. No! And the rebound goes to the sideline. It's saved by Ballard. Good defensive play. I couldn't believe that. Benson just must have been intimidated by Jeff Rulin. He was all by himself, and he kind of got screwed up underneath the basket, took an awkward reverse right hand with his back facing the baseline. It wouldn't go. Malone, low left pass intended for Rulin, picked up by Kelly Tripuca. The bounce pass into Thomas. The run in the lane by Sobers. He laid it up and in. Isaiah Thomas has 4. 47-36. Bullets are down against the Pistons. Up into the front court. Sobers to Ballard. Medium range. Left wing. High to Mahorn. Guarded by Lambier. Off to Sobers. Isaiah Thomas picks him up in the mismatch. Still it's Sobers. Inside it goes to Rick Mahorn. Starts to drive on Kent Benson. A blocking call on Benson. And the Pistons are in the penalty situation. So going to the free throw line, it'll be Rick Mahorn, a 66% free throw shooter. Mahorn had 26 points against these Pistons in the 4th ball game of the year here at the Cap Center that the Bullets won. First one by Big Rick is up, and it's good. Mahorn only had 2 points last Friday night against the Knicks, but he had 14 rebounds and 4 blocked shots. 4th-year player out of Hampton Institute. As we look at Big Rick down to our left, dipping, flips the wrists. Perfect free throw form, and it's good. He has 6. 47-38 Detroit. Pistons come back. Isaiah Thomas up into the front court. Right up the point, picked up by Sobers. Now to Ray Tolbert, his first action. Look at the key, gives it off to Lambier, rolling off the screen, took a shot. It was partially blocked. Lambier fell down. Loose ball picked up by Bullets. Ballard runs up into the front court, right to left, stops corner of the key, guarded by Kelly Tripuca. Still it's Ballard spinning around looking for help, and he finally finds Ricky Sobers. Sobers is right at the point, 3-point range, guarded by Isaiah Thomas. Let's see if Sobers can take advantage of the mismatch. Sobers fades out to the left wing. He pulls up, making a 19-footer. No, offensive boards Rulin in the lane. Can he take the jumper? No, but he's fouled from the side. And that'll send Jeff Rulin to the free throw line. Kelly Tripuca picks up the personal. That is his 3rd. So Terry Tyler will come into the ball game. And going to the free throw line, Jeff Rulin. 6'11", 3rd-year player out of Iona. First one in and out. Jeff averaging 23.8 points a ball game. Here tonight, Jeff has 4 points. Next one by Jeff is up, and it's perfect. Give Rulin 5. 47-39, Detroit. 4 minutes to go until halftime. The Pistons come up into the front court. Fading to the right wing. It's Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Sobers. Now foul line right, still Thomas. Stationary dribble. Sobers gives him some room. Now it goes to John Long, the big guard. Up around the Livingston. Make it Tolbert over to Long. Right wing jumper by Long. Pass to screen, no. Lonesome rebound, flat-footed by Rick Mahorn. Mahorn looks for help, gets it in the backcourt, gives it off to Ricky Sobers. He comes right to left. Punches it up with a high dribble up into the front court. Bullets it down, 47-39. Clock shows 3:35 to go, second quarter. Still Sobers. Foul line left, guarded by Isaiah Thomas. Foul away from the ball. And the foul's going to be on Terry Tyler for the Detroit Pistons. Tyler picks up just his first. And that'll send Rick Mahorn to the free throw line again. Mahorn, career, is a 60% free throw shooter. He gets the first of 2, so He's shooting 66% this year, and he's shooting better than his career mark at the free throw line. Let's give Mahorn 7, looking for number 8. Bounces off the back of the rim, no. Rebound Lampier. Pistons, yes, up into the front court. Isaiah Thomas, the drive down to the baseline, tried to bank it from a severe ankle, and it was no good. Foul is going to be on Greg Ballard. Loose ball foul on the rebounding action. For Greg Ballard, that's number 2. And Ballard is arguing with the official, Jim Wishmeyer. Terry Tyler will put it into play for the Pistons near sideline. Gets it up high to Long, picked up by Jeff Malone. Long, left wing now to Isaiah Thomas from 17. Swish. Isaiah Thomas has 6. 49-40. Pistons by 9. 3:11 to go, second quarter. Here's Ricky Sobers, who's been playing so well in the last 4, almost 5 weeks. Sobers, foul line left, guarded by Isaiah Thomas. Rulin is out high, setting screens. The jumper by Sobers is no good. And a rebound following there by Jeff Rulin. Rulin has 7 out the missed shot by Ricky Sobers. That's Gene Shue you hear in the background. 49-42. The Piston lead is cut to 7. Ball stolen by Greg Ballard, away from Terry Tyler, who lost his concentration, and Greg Ballard took advantage and slapped the ball away. Here's the Bullets up into the front court. Sobers lost it momentarily. Now the ball is kicked our way. I might get to touch it. No. Nice play by Chuck Shepard, our statistician. I knew you'd get in the NBA one day, Chuck. We're going to timeout. 2:36 to go, second quarter. Detroit 49, Washington 42. Bullets will have the ball, and they'll inbound right in front of Chuck Daly, the Piston coach. And Ballard throws it up to Sobers. Left baseline to Ballard, low inside of Rulin. Right-hand bank shot, good from inside. Rulin has 9. Rulin starting to heat up a little bit. 49-44. The Piston lead cut to 5. 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go, second quarter. Isaiah Thomas behind a Lambier screen. Pulls up from 17, goes 16. Rebound, Ballard shoots it up to Sobers ahead of the field. Ricky lays it up and in. Sobers has 11. Nice feed from Greg Ballard, long range. 49-46. Pistons now have just a 3-point lead. Washington has hit 7 straight points. Isaiah Thomas right on the point, guarded by Sobers. Bounce pass right wing to Long, rolling off a screen, in and out. No. Rebound inside by Ray Tolbert. He finger rolled it in. Ray Tolbert with his first field goal gets it to 51-46. Detroit, minute 41 to go, second quarter. Up into the front court, Sobers, foul line left to Rulin, low left. Rulin makes a bounce pass to nobody in particular. It went out of bounds. It was intended for Malone, but not really very close to him. A turnover for the Bullets and Jeff Rulin. Isaiah Thomas, where's number 11, comes up left to right with a slow right-hand dribble. And once again, he will fade out near foul line right. Now he goes top of the key, guarded by Sobers. Lampier goes flying. And the foul is going to be on Greg Ballard for pushing Bill Lampier. Greg Ballard picks up his 3rd. Darren Day will come in and replace Greg Ballard. Day in his first minutes early in the game played well. So it's Mahorn, Sobers, Day, Rulin, and Malone in the ball game. Here's Thomas deep on the left sideline. Sobers gives him an awful lot of room. Left-hand dribble, now the right-hand dribble to the point. The bounce pass right side to Long, driving the right baseline. The spin move to the side of the lane, wanted to bank it. He's bumped by Rick Mahorn. Rick Mahorn called on the block. For Mahorn, that's his 2nd. And that will send John Long, 6-year player out of Detroit, the University of Detroit, to the free throw line. Bouncing that ball real hard at the free throw line. You can probably hear it. And the free throw is on the way, and it's good by John Long, who is in with 11. 52-46 Pistons. Long is averaging 18.3 points a ball game. He has played in every single game since 1978. Hasn't missed one yet for the Pistons. He was the 29th pick overall back in 1978 by these Pistons. Long cans the second free throw. He gets them both. So John Long has 12 points, and he gives the Pistons a 53-46 first half lead. A minute 11 to go until halftime. Darren Day double team trapped down the right sideline. Gets it off to Malone. The lonesome jumper. Good. Jeff Malone squares up deep right sideline by himself and hits. He has 7. Keep in mind, Malone basically has been in a shooting slump. 53-48. Lambier, corner of the key, guarded deep by Rulin. Not Isaiah Thomas in the right wing, short range, guarded by Malone. Still as Thomas holds the ball. Lambier dumps it down inside the paint to Tyler. The turnaround side of the lane. No, too deep. Rebound by Sobers. Sobers pumps it up to Darren Day, driving against Tyler down the right baseline. Double pump, no. Followed by Rulin, no. Rebound, volleyball's around. It's picked up by the Pistons. They come left to right. Detroit, bounce pass right side to Long. The lonesome jumper, he cans it. John Long on the assist from Isaiah Thomas. Long has had a fine first half. He now has 14 first half points. 55-48 down to the final 17 seconds. Detroit with the lead. Sobers and the Bullets have the ball. Sobers fades deep to the right. Picked up by Isaiah Thomas all the way. Still at Sobers with the dribble. Now he drills a pass across the key to Malone. Malone is guarded on the play by Long. Malone drives to the baseline. The fadeaway in and out. And the rebound cleaned up again by the Pistons. Here, Pistons picking up Isaiah Thomas up into the front court. Leans in. Bounce pass inside to Lambier. Turnaround short baseline jumper. Good. Bill Lambier has 8. 57-48 Detroit. And the Bullets will come back, and they'll come back slowly. Handling the ball is Frank Johnson, who looks over to our right to Coach Gene Shue for the offensive sequence. Johnson fades to the left, goes over to Sobers, sideline left, inside low left to Ballard, almost traveled against Tripucka, got it back out on the sideline to Sobers, guarded by Long. Sobers back in low left, Mahorn, the short pop, good. Rick Mahorn has 9. 57-50, the Piston lead is 7. Isaiah Thomas bounces a pass into Tripucka. It's blocked off the baseline by Ballard. Bullets get control and move it up from left to right. With it is Sobers, the big wing guard this time around. Now to Ballard, and he takes a sneaky shot off the baseline, looked out to the center of the court and fired off the baseline, but missed. Rebound Pistons. Kelly make it Isaiah Thomas. Look at the key now to Kent Benson. Benson from 19 falls down. Air ball, no. Rebound on the lane by Frank Johnson. He comes up into the front court 1-on-3. He'll have to slow it up. Instead, he's going to put it up from the corner of the key, and he hits. Frank Johnson all by himself. Johnson has 8, and Johnson hasn't missed a shot yet. He's 4 of 4. 57-52, Detroit. Isaiah Thomas deep at the point, guarded by Frank Johnson. Everybody's setting up down low. It goes alongside to Long. He drove the baseline. It was knocked out of bounds by Sobers. It'll be a Bullet ball on the turnaround, and quickly Frank Johnson pumps it up into the front court, goes down to the left wing spot against Thomas. Still it's Frank Johnson. Now to Mahorn. Mahorn inside the foul circle. His jumper is good. Rick Mahorn with a couple of field goals. He has 11 points. 57-54 in the first game. Mahorn was the leading scorer of the night. He had 26. That was back in the 4th game of the year when the Bullets won. Thomas drills a pass to Tripucka. Short range jump shot from the wing. Good. Tripucka with 5. He was held only 3 points in that first half. 59-54. Bullets are down by 5. 9:50 to go, third quarter. Mahorn, foul line right, up to Johnson on the point. Now to Ballard, rolling behind a Mahorn screen, short range, in and out. Rulin battles for the rebound. Can he come up with it? No, but Sobers does. 3-point try, left side, good! Sobers with 14 on the 3-point bomb. 59-57, the Bullets are within 2. Pistons led by as many as 12 in the second quarter. The Bullets cut it to 3. Tripucka, left wing. No. Rebound. Mahorn by himself. Off to Frank Johnson. And on this transition, the Bullets can at least tie. Johnson bank shot from the right side. Good. Great drive by Frank Johnson. He's hit all 5 of his shots. Frank Johnson has 10. And that forces Chuck Daly to call time with a tremendous start here in the third quarter by the Bullets. 9:09 to go, third quarter. Our score, Washington 59, Detroit 59. And the Pistons will have the ball in the back court. The inbound pass comes to Tripucka, and he hands it off to John Long, the 6'5", big guard, 6th-year player out of Detroit. Fades to the right sideline, picked up by Sobers. That's a good matchup. Deep in the right baseline, Lambier up to Tripucka. Tripucka out to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas chased by Johnson. Still a spin move by Thomas. Ball is stolen away by Ricky Sobers with a good defense by Frank Johnson to knock the ball free. Bullets on this trip can go ahead. Up into the front court. Ricky Sobers against John Long. Stops corner of the key. Alley-oops a pass low left to Rulin. He can't control. Now he gets control. Gets it out to Johnson on the left sideline. Good save. Thomas all over Frank Johnson. He's double-teamed. Off to Rulin. Rulin pulls upside of the lane. Line drive from short range. No. Tripucka almost flat-footed with the rebound. Pistons come up from right to left in the front court at the Cap Center here in Washington, D.C. 59-59, all tied. 8:19 to go third quarter. John Long, the big guard, out corner of the key down at Tripucka, right wing. Medium range, starts the dribble and the drive, hands it off to Benson. He's got the hot hand. Crooked off to the left, rebound by Rulin. Rulin by himself dribbles the ball up to midcourt and goes behind the back right up to Frank Johnson, who runs it right up into the front court, runs right by Thomas. Thomas nicked right into him and picked up the foul on the driving Frank Johnson. Thomas picks up his second personal. Our third period contestant of the Giant Armor Food 15-pointer contest is Elmer Gustafson of Northwest Washington, D.C. More on that in just a minute. Here's Frank Johnson at the point. Thomas gives him a lot of room. Johnson at three-point range. Thomas is at the corner of the key. Goes to Sobers. Low left. Mahorn. Jump right hand hook. No. Benson in front of him. Mahorn got the rebound in the paint. Pulled up short range. No, it fell off to the left. Benson with a rebound. Up to Isaiah Thomas running down the right sideline into the front court. Ballard on him in the mismatch. And they get it up to Benson against Mahorn, corner of the key. One hands a baseball pass over to Long. Spinning around. Takes the jumper from almost straight away and hits. Boom. Pressure shot. John Long has 16. Benny Bullitt scores 15 points or more in this third quarter. Elmer Gustafson of Northwest Washington will get himself a $100 shopping spree at Giant, courtesy of Armor Food. Action, Bullitt, front court, Sobers, left corner. Halfway down the lane, the Ballard, the turnaround jumper, good. Greg Ballard has his second field goal. He has 4. 61-61, all tied again. Pistons and the Bullets. Coming down to the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. Front court action to our left. Tripucka behind a screen. Now he finally pulls up short range. Rim job in and out. Rebound Rulin. And we are going to have a foul on Bill Lambier. Loose ball foul in the Piston front court. Lambier picks up his first. 61-61. Bullets can go ahead again. 6:55 to go third quarter. Bullets with a tremendous start here in the third quarter. Left sideline Ballard up to Mahorn. Three-point range around to Sobers. Sobers, the dribble and the drive by Long. Wanted to scoop it off the baseline right side. He managed to draw the foul. John Long picks up the personal. And that's number 2 on Long. More importantly, Sobers will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Sobers is in with 10 points. He had a three-pointer here early in the third quarter. Down to our right. First one is up. No good. A rare miss by the fine free throw shooting guard, Ricky Sobers. Sobers is 6th now in the NBA in that category. Free throw shooting at 88%. He's averaging 16 points a ball game. The next one is good by Sobers. Not perfect, but good. Sobers in with 15. 62-61. Bullets. Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. Washington's first. Washington lead since it was 2-0. Shot taken from the left side, no good. The follow by Long is good. John Long with 18. He's doing it all for the Pistons tonight. 63-62. Detroit slips back up on top by 1. Bullet front court action. Rulin, the alley-oop pass to Ballard, laid it up. It's spun off to the right, no good. Lambier lost it, but Long picked it up in the backcourt and runs up into the front court with it. Long for the Pistons, met up by Sobers. Now to Tripucka, leans right of the lane, bank, too heavy. No, rebound by Ballard. Bullets come back. Frank Johnson will come up into the front court, picked up by Isaiah Thomas. Johnson bounce pass left side to Ballard, the lonesome jumper. It's no good. Lambier peels it off the glass, gets it up to Long. Back come the Pistons now with a 1-point lead, 63-62. Long, baseline left, bank job. No good. Rulin knocked it out of bounds. It'll be a Piston ball. Ooh, heavy action end to end. 5:47 to go third quarter. Darren Day is going to check in just a moment. 63-62. Detroit. Tripucka gets the inbound pass and he misses the easy shot. Long from long range and he buries it. John Long has 20 after the easy miss by Kelly Tripucka. The ball popped out to John Long and he hit one from about 18. Johnson up into the front court and Gene Shue's going to call time. 5:32 to go third quarter. Detroit 65, Washington 62. Sideline. Bullets are down 65-62. Gets it up in the right wing to Mahorn. Hands the ball right to Johnson. Johnson runs right top of the key. Over to Sobers. Left sideline. Holds the ball. Lobs a pass low left to Rulin. It's tipped and right into the hands of Bill Lambier. Turnover. Bullets. Thomas comes back up for the Pistons. Top of the key. Goes left side to Benson. Left side. Lonesome jumper. It's good. Kent Benson has 12. Good outside shooter. 67-62. Since Benson has been in the lineup in the last 6 games, the Pistons have won 5 of those games, and I can see why. Mahorn on the left sideline. Make it Frank Johnson now to Darren Day. Double team by Thomas and Tripucka. Ball is almost stolen. Still, it's a double team trapped into the front court. Day gets it free over to Johnson. Johnson, left wing bomb. Good. Frank Johnson has 12. Johnson is perfect on the night. He's hit all 6 from the field. 67-64 Detroit. 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Third quarter. Thomas at the point, guarded by Frank Johnson. Up high to Lambier, guarded by Rulin. Halfway down the lane, it comes to Tripucka. The move in on Day. The pull-up jumper on the baseline. Air ball. Rulin with a rebound. Long outlet to Darren Day. Chased by Thomas. Darren Day, double pump. Put it up. No! Frank Johnson on the rebound. Bounces a pass over to Day. The paint jumper. No! Tripucka with a swing and elbow rebound. Bullets missed 2. Easy on that transition. 67-64. Detroit has the ball and the lead. Tripucka baseline right, goes strong to the boards over Day and scores. Kelly Tripucka has 7. 69-64. Oh, and Darren Day and Frank Johnson like to have those last 2 over again. 69-64. Detroit, right wing near the sideline. Rulin goes high to Mahorn. Get it around left side to Frank Johnson, guarded by Thomas. Now to Sobers, free at the lip of the key, and he hits. Sobers was 17. 69-66. Bullets are down by 3. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go, third quarter. Out on the left wing, medium range, Kelly Tripucka against Darren Day. Tripucka one bounce, a lob to Thomas. He can't alley-oop it. He's double teamed down inside. He posts up against Mahorn. Mahorn blocked him. Loose ball coming up with it. It's Frank Johnson. We got a foul on the backcourt. Offensive foul against Frank Johnson as he ran right into Kelly Tripucka. Tripucka went flying. Tripucka's a good actor, too. That's the third personal on Frank. And the foul is in the backcourt. The ball will turn over for the Pistons. They will have it now in the front court. They lead 69-66. Ball comes up to John Long, guarded by Sobers. Lip of the key, wants to back in, goes to the baseline to Vinnie Johnson into the ball game. The pull-up as he posts with Johnson. It's good. Vinnie Johnson has 6. 71-66. Detroit. 3:16 to go, third quarter. Bullets with the ball. Sobers, three-point range. Hands it over on the left sideline to Day. Now to Mahorn high to Sobers. Sobers will pull up, make it a 19-footer. It's crooked. Up to the right. Rebound in the lane, fought 4. And we're going to have a foul on Darren Day. Darren Day picks up just his first loose ball foul. And again, the Pistons will have the ball as they come down from right to left here at Cap Center, and they lead at 71-66. We're at the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Inside the foul circle, a pull-up jumper by Johnson. Good. Vinnie Johnson has 8. He's a good ball player. 73-66. Plays so well off the bench. He's the first guard normally off the bench for Chuck Daly and the Pistons. Out on the right wing flashing. Johnson high to Day. Left side, it goes to Sobers. Sobers wants to shoot on Long. He can't. Near the left sideline. Now he's got some room. Now the one bounce dribble. And the pull-up pop. In and out. Rebound fought 4 in the lane. Grabbed down by Kent Benson on the run coming from right to left. The big guy, number 54, comes up into the front court, settles on the left wing. Gives it to Johnson. He will run the offense. Vinnie Johnson against Frank Johnson. Vinnie Johnson, stationary right-hand dribble. Benson high, setting screens. This is Johnson, pull-up, foul line, jumper, rim job. No. Rebound, Rulin. Long outlet to Frank Johnson against Lambier in the mismatch. Johnson put it up. No good. Foul by Bill Lambier. The basket will not count.
4-0. Hits him on the head. 2 shots.
And Frank Johnson will go to the free throw line. He has 12 points after the Bill Lambier foul. That's Lambier's second. Joe Kopicki will check in for the Bullets. And he's going to replace Rick Mahorn. So it's Kopicki, Rulin, and Darren Day. The backcourt is comprised of Sobers and now Frank Johnson at the free throw line to our right. Johnson shooting 75% at the stripe this year. First one up, no good. Johnson has 12 points as he stands at the free throw line. Isaiah Thomas comes in for John Long. It's Vinnie Johnson and Isaiah Thomas in the backcourt. Kent Benson, Bill Lambier, and now Terry Tyler, the front three for the Pistons. The second one by Frank Johnson is up, and it's good. After Washington took a lead at 62-61, Detroit has outscored the Bullets 12-5 as we seesaw back and forth. 73-67 Detroit. Pistons with the ball front court. Isaiah Thomas, the fine player out of Indiana, medium range left wing. Lambier out setting a screen on Frank Johnson. It works. Thomas' shot doesn't, though. Rebound goes to the far sideline. It'll still be a Piston ball as Darren Day couldn't control on the rebounding action. Terry Tyler, 60-year player out of Detroit, throws it into play to Lambier. Give and go back to Terry Tyler, driving the baseline right side against Day. Now Rulin put it up, blocked by Rulin. The rebound followed by Lambier. No, follow from behind. And the foul on Jeff Rulin. That'll send Big Bill Lambier to the line. Rulin now with 2 personals. Lambier, 4th-year player out of Notre Dame. He's averaging 16.2 points a ball game. Originally drafted by the Cavaliers, came to Detroit from Cleveland in a 4-player swap back in February of '82, and I think he's one of the underrated centers in this league. He seems to do the job night in and night out. Some people think that the center spot is where the Pistons have a weakness because they have good forwards and good guards. First one at the free throw line by Bill Lambier, no good. Jeff Malone checks in for Frank Johnson. Johnson hasn't missed a field goal tonight. Well, he's missed one. And Malone, who's been in a shooting slump of late, is checking back in. Malone has 7 points. Next one by Bill Lambier of the Pistons down to our left. It's good. Lambier with 9. 74-67 is the Piston lead. Bullets trail. They have the ball with 1:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Darren Day, low left, Rulin against Lambier, laid it up and in easily. Rulin with 11. 74-69 Detroit. Isaiah Thomas deep at the point. Now goes foul line left to Lambier, into the corner to Vinnie Johnson against Jeff Malone. The pull-up side of the lane by Vinnie Johnson. No, Malone with a tough rebound in beside a couple of blue shirts. Gets it down to Sobers, and the Bullets press the attack. Right in front of us, Ricky Sobers at the point, picked up by Isaiah Thomas. Sobers goes to Darren Day, low left to Rulin. Foul as Rulin moves to the boards. And the foul's going to be on Kent Benson. And that's number 3 on him. That'll send Jeff Rulin to the free throw line. Rulin has had sort of a so-so night thus far. He has 11 points. Cliff Levingston in for Kent Benson, who just picked up his 3rd personal. Levingston had been the starter for most of the year. And then in the last 6 games, Chuck Daly has decided to go with Kent Benson. First one rattles in by Jeff Rulin. He's got another one coming. Rulin has 12. 70% free throw shooter. The next one by Jeff. No good. The rebound off to the left. Joe Kopicki on the cut to Darren Day, running down inside. Laid it up and in. Darren Day has 6. So, in fact, the Bullets really come out with 3 out of that sequence. 74-72. The Bullets cut it to 2. Minute to go, 3rd quarter. Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons, deep right sideline. He will pull up and take a 19-footer. Crooked left. Follow. Rebound. Lambier. Good. Bill Lambier with 11. 76-72, the lead for the Pistons back up to 4. Sobers up into the front court. The clock shows 40 seconds. Low left, Rulin by himself, rolled to the basket, laid it up, rolled out. Kopicki had a hand on it, couldn't control it, but the rebound into the hands of Terry Tyler. Up into the front court, Isaiah Thomas into the baseline to Vinnie Johnson against Ricky Sobers. Vinnie Johnson will pull up a brick. Rebound Lambier, offensive boards, and it's good from short range near the baseline. This Lambier, he's deceptive. He now has 13, and he has 13 rebounds. Not bad numbers, 13-13. 78-72. Detroit with the lead. Final 12 seconds on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Sobers at 3-point range. Rulin and Kopicki set up high. Still at Sobers, chased around by Isaiah Thomas. Sobers wants to take the last shot. Is he going to pull up? Yes, he does. A brick. No good. Flat. Kopicki went strong to the boards. He didn't have the ball. So at the end of the 3rd quarter of play, Detroit 78, Washington 72. As we start the 4th quarter, the Bullets are down 80-73. Left sideline with it is Darren Day. Lob pass low left inside of Mahorn. His shot is deflected in there by Curran. Rebound, Vinnie Johnson. Johnson up into the front court from right to left. Johnson inside the foul circle, guarded by Sobers to Isaiah Thomas. The right wing bomb, no. Rebound by Rick Mahorn, and Mahorn has words with Jim Wishmeyer on the rebounding action. The official. Sobers 3-point range, guarded by Vinnie Johnson. Bullets have the ball in the front court. Mahorn sets on the right wing, guarded by Curran. Back to Sobers. Starts to dribble in the drive, and Sobers took steps. Sobers is mad. He almost slapped at the ball and tried to knock it out of the hands of Vinnie Johnson. Turnover for the Bullets. Pistons have it. They're up by 7, 80-73. 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this ball game. Frank Johnson will come in just a moment. Jeff Rulin will also check in. Corner of the key jumper by Vinnie Johnson. He buries it. Vinnie Johnson has 10. 82-73. The lead is 9 for the Pistons. Here's Ricky Sobers. He wants to call time, and he flips the ball rather angrily to the official, Jim Wishmeyer, and the Bullets will have their way and have the timeout. 10:19 to go in the ball game. Detroit 82. Washington 73. Bill Lambier has been a factor. He has 13 rebounds. He's 6 of 10 from the field. John Long is shooting well. He is 9 of 14. And already Isaiah Thomas has 12 assists. Kelly Tripucka has been almost absent. He's off the bus. We know that, but just barely. He only has 7 points. Leading Bullet scorer is Ricky Sobers. He has 17. Frank Johnson in with 13. Jeff Rulin has only 12. So Jeff Rulin far below his average of 23.8 points a ball game. Bullets come back with Mahorn, Rulin, and Darren Day. The backcourt is Frank Johnson and Jeff Malone. Day will inbound to Frank Johnson. Lip of the key, guarded by Thomas. Still it's Frank Johnson. The loop inside the lane to Rulin. He put it up strong and scored. Jeff Rulin with 14. 82-75. Still Detroit. 10 minutes to go in this ball game from Washington. Thomas right to left across the line between the legs, right at the point, guarded by Frank Johnson. Bounce pass left wing, Tyler Shallow in the Curran along the baseline. The strong move against Rulin. No good. Shot. And the boards are cleaned up by Jeff Rulin. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Earl Curran. Probably the Bullets got a little bit of a break on that. It looked like Jeff Rulin had lost it after Curran had touched it. Anyway, it goes the Bullets' way. They come back down. Trying to get on track here in the offense. With it is Frank Johnson. Foul line left. Sideline left to Day. Day holds the ball. Looks to Mahorn free. And Mahorn can't find him. Now to Frank Johnson. From long range, the 19-footer is good. Frank Johnson hasn't missed tonight. He is 7 of 7. Johnson has 14 points in the game. Hasn't missed a shot. 82-77. Detroit. Tyler, medium range, left wing guarded by Day. Inside the foul circle of Livingston. Holds the ball, goes corner of the key to Isaiah Thomas. Now to Tyler, foul line left, halfway down the lane. It goes inside of Livingston. One bounce against Mahorn. Get him up in the air. Mahorn just creamed him as Livingston went strong to the boards. And Mahorn caught him up in the air and got hit with his third personal. No doubt about that one. Livingston goes to the free throw line. Second-year player out of Wichita State, averaging 8.7 points a game. Normally, he's been a starter, but lately, Kent Benson has been in that role. He has started the last 7, Benson has. Livingston's first offering is up and in. Livingston wins with 3. Next one by Livingston, drafted as an undergraduate in '82, the 9th pick overall out of Wichita State, is up and it rattles in. Livingston with 2 free throws. Give Livingston 4 points. 84-77. Detroit. Bullets in the front court. Stopping deep. Johnson harassed. Double team. Johnson gets it free to Mahorn. He can't control it. Picked up by Vinnie Johnson. Here's a run. Right to left. Coast to coast. Johnson down the lane by himself. Put it up. No. Curran with a follow. Curran scores off the Vinnie Johnson missed layup. Earl Curran has 6. Bullets come back, trailing 86-77. Down the left sideline, now to the baseline, lead again. Darren Day from 13, good. Darren Day has 8. 86-79. Still Detroit, 8:47 to go in the ball game. Thomas slowly sets out deep on the right, guarded by Frank Johnson. Johnson playing good defense on Isaiah Thomas. The bounce pass left wing to Johnson. He throws up a brick. Vinnie Johnson does, but he's fouling him away up with a shot by Jeff Malone. Jeff Malone picks up foul number 1. That'll send Vinnie Johnson to the free throw line. Vinnie Johnson in his 5th year out of Baylor, averaging 9.5 points a ball game. Back in '79, he was the 7th pick overall by Seattle in the first round. Came to Detroit for Greg Kelser in a deal back in 1981. First one by Vinnie Johnson is good. He's built like a fullback. Johnson has 11, going for 12. Off to the left, no. Rebound, Ballard by himself, flat-footed off the baseline. Bullets come up, stop on the right wing. Gene Shue calls 22nd timeout. 8:31 to go here in this ball game, and the Bullets are down 87-79 against these Detroit Pistons. Next game will be for the Bullets tomorrow night at the Boston Garden. And we'll have the coaches show on WTOP at 7:50. Bullets come back Friday night to take on the Chicago Bulls, followed by a return engagement at Chicago Stadium against those same Bulls. That'll be on Saturday night. Does your group need to raise funds? Well, find out how easy it is to get group tickets for all Bullet home games and raise money for your group at the same time. Call the Bullets office tomorrow at 10 in the morning. They're open until 5. And bring your group to see ours at great savings here at Capitol Center. After the 22nd timeout, Ballard will put the ball into play on the near sideline, front court. Terry Tyler guarding Ballard. Sloppy inbound pass to Johnson. He gets it at the 10-second line. Back to Great Ballard, deep right wing. Ballard goes low right. Now to Malone. Malone against Vinnie Johnson. Posting up. Turnaround jumper by Jeff Malone. Caught the front of the rim. Rulin battles it against Curran. Rulin gets the rebound on the paint. Shoots it off. Day short jumper. Right baseline. Good. Going to have a foul on the play. Darren Day will score. Day has 10. Loose ball foul called on Cliff Livingston. And that's 3 on Livingston. So here in the fourth quarter, the Bullets are with 2 team fouls, and the Pistons also have 2. That'll send rookie Jeff Malone to the free throw line. Malone has 7. He makes it a 3-point play. He has 9. Make it. Now he has 10. Add him up, Frank. Good boy. 87-82. Pistons lead the Bullets. Into the front court. Here's Thomas. Right at the point. Goes deep right sideline to Vinnie Johnson, guarded by Malone. Now to Thomas, to Tyler. Down to the baseline, low left. Curitin against Rulin. Wants to back in. He can't. Instead, he takes the fade away. Pop. No. Rulin with a rebound. Rulin hands it off in the backcourt to Frank Johnson. Bullets going to have to get going right now. They come up into the front court, and Washington trails by 5, 87-82. Here's Johnson, corner of the key jumper. He's got the hot hand, and he continues to hit the hot hand as he hands an outside jumper. He's hit 8 from the field. He hasn't missed yet. Frank Johnson was 16, 87-84. Bullets cut that Piston lead to 3. 7:36 to go in the ball game. Here's Tyler leaning in left of the lead. Pops in and out. Ballard with a rebound. Bullets can cut the lead now to 1 on this trip. Up into the front court, Frank Johnson picked up by Isaiah Thomas. The dribble and drive by Johnson. Double pumped into the lane. He was fouled on the way down. No basket. Foul again is on Cliff Livingston, and that's number 4 on him. And that'll send Frank Johnson to the free throw line. Third-year player out of Wake Forest. Actually, was a 5-year player at Wake Forest. Was redshirted. Frank Johnson with a career-high 36 points last year and 15 assists. This is also his career high. He's 10th in assists this week in the NBA. First one by Johnson is up, no good. He also has 7 assists tonight. The second one by Frank Johnson is good. He gets 1 of 2. Give Frank Johnson 17 points, along with the 7 assists. 87-85. Bullets down by 2. Up into the front court, the Pistons. This is Isaiah Thomas, lip of the key. Tough action away from the ball. Tripucka outside, bomb, high rebound. Again, Malone with the defensive boards. And the Bullets come down, and this time, the Bullets can tie. 6:59 remaining in the ball game from Washington. Johnson left wing to Ballard. Ballard looks low left. Instead, he squares up and fires. No! Johnson with a tough little rebound in the lane for the Pistons. Vinnie Johnson comes up away with it, comes up into the front court, left-hand dribble, goes bounce pass to Isaiah Thomas against Frank Johnson. Still it's Isaiah Thomas with the ball. He will set up the Piston offense. He's right at the key, bends it up high, setting a screen. Johnson runs into it. Isaiah Thomas takes advantage, but it won't fall. Darren Day with another defensive board. So here in the fourth quarter, the Pistons have not been getting many second chances. 87-85 Detroit. 6:23 to go in this ball game in Washington. High, Rulin off to Day behind a screen set by Ballard. It's good. Darren Day with 12. 87-87 all tied. 6:10 to go in the ball game. And we're going to have a foul against Darren Day. Darren Day picks up the personal in the Detroit front court. That's his second. That's the 3rd team foul for the Bullets. The Pistons have 3. Washington has hit the last 8 straight points. Tripucka into the ball game. Far sideline, throws it into play to Thomas, guarded by Frank Johnson. Thomas flashes halfway down the lane to Tripucka. Double team back to Isaiah Thomas. Leans in right side of the key, and it's good. Isaiah Thomas, as he hung in the air for what seemed to be an eternity. Isaiah Thomas has 8. Tripucka has 7. Big factor there in this ball game. 89-87. Pistons up by 2. 5:47 remaining. Bullet front court action. We look at Darren Day right at the foul circle. Double team goes between the legs. Good move by Darren Day. Pops it off right side to Johnson. Out of the corner. And it's crooked. Falls to the left. Rulin can't get the rebound. It went out of bounds. Touch last by Jeff Rulin. Bullet fans think Kent Benson pushed it out of bounds. John Long checks in for Vinnie Johnson. John Long and Isaiah Thomas, the Detroit front court. Benson, Lambier, and Kelly Tripucka, the front 3 for the Pistons. And Isaiah Thomas has it now up into the front court. Goes down to the right sideline. The bounce pass to Lambier out of the corner. Now he moves halfway down the wing, gives to Tripucka. Tripucka baseline drive, reverse left hand, good. You can see it coming. Tripucka has 9. 91-87 Detroit. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Into the front court, Frank Johnson guarded by Isaiah Thomas. Foul line, it's Day. Guarded by Lambier, back to Johnson to Day. Day swinging around left side to Sobers. Sobers from 21, just in front of three-point range. No good. Rulin is hit with an offensive foul. Jeff Rulin with the loose ball foul. That's his 3rd. Rulin argues rather loudly with Jim Wishmeyer, the official, but it won't go as his way. It goes the Pistons' way. Detroit with the ball and the 4-point lead, 91-87. Less than 5 minutes to go in this one from Washington, D.C., Capitol Center, Landover, Maryland. Tripucka driving left baseline against Darren Day. Scoop shot, good. He's had 2 of those, 1 from each side of the baseline. 11 points for Tripucka. 93-87, Detroit. Into the front court, Sobers today. Deep right wing, back to Sobers, live with the key. Make it 18 feet, good. Ricky Sobers with 19. 93-89. Bullets cut the lead to 4. 4:26 remaining. Pistons have the ball. Dressed in their travel blue uniforms, they come into the front court. Tripucka on the left wing, medium range, guarded by Day. Tripucka holds the ball baseball style. Now the dribble and the drive, leans in left of the lane. Rim job, no, but foul on the way down by Ricky Sobers. Sobers argues almost every call. Sobers has just 2. Darren Day will leave. And Mahorn comes in. So it's Ballard, Rulin, and Mahorn. Sobers and Frank Johnson are in the backcourt. Same starting 5 in there for the Bullets. Tripucka is at the free throw line, and he's hit a couple of shots here in the last couple of minutes. Tripucka, first of 2 is up. First one is good. Kelly Tripucka has 12. He's the leading scorer on this team, averaging 23.4 points a ball game. Just about what Jeff Rulin's averaging. Next one by Tripucka is good. He has 13. 95-89. Still Pistons. We look at Frank Johnson on the Bullet attack. Thomas chases Frank Johnson. Now Sobers against John Long. Posts him up the baseline. Put it up. No good. Rulin on the offensive boards. Laid it up and in. Rulin with a follow has 16. 95-91. Detroit by 4. 3:53 to go in the ball game. Deep on the right sideline. It's Thomas now, living the key, guarded by Frank Johnson. Thomas will pull up from 18. It goes about 17 and a half to high. Rebound peeled off the glass by Mahorn. Gets it back to Frank Johnson. Johnson at cap center will come up from left to right. He's into the front court now. Picked up by Isaiah Thomas. Still it's Frank Johnson, low, hard, right-hand stationary dribble. Dribble drives. Now to Johnson, left wing. Over to Sobers. Low left to Rulin. Against Benson. Long in there to help out. Back to Sobers. 3-point try, left wing. Good! Sobers has 22, and he has 2 3-point shots tonight. 95-94. Bullets are down by 1. And Detroit will call timeout. 3:15 remaining in Washington. With the score, Detroit 95, the Bullets 94. It was tied at 87 apiece, but Detroit ran off the next 6 points. Now we're at 95-94 following the Ricky Sobers 3-point bomb from deep left. He has 2 of those tonight. And Sobers is the leading Washington scorer. He is in with 22. Ricky Sobers has had 20 or more points in 8 of his last 12 games. He's had a career-high 34. Bullets come back with Johnson and Sobers. Mahorn, Ballard, and Rulin will be the front line for Gene Shue. Lambier, Benson, and John Long, along with Kelly Tripucka and Isaiah Thomas. Thomas has the ball now at the point, guarded by Frank Johnson. Bullets are down by 1, 95-94. 3 minutes to go. 3-point range straight away. It's still Thomas. Stationary dribble. Shot clock is down to 7. It goes inside to Long. Back to Thomas. He better hurry. He's got 2 seconds. Pulls up at the foul line. Almost an air ball. Rebound, Mahorn. Terrible shot by Isaiah Thomas, but he didn't have much choice as the shot clock got down to about 1. 95-94. Bullets can go ahead here. Sobers is deep on the left sideline, holds the ball to Johnson, back to Ricky Sobers, still on the sideline, right hand slide and dribble off to Johnson, shoots from out of the corner, no good. He comes in for the follow, but he couldn't get control. Kelly Tripucka flat-footed on the baseline, gets it. Back comes Isaiah Thomas, right to left, pulls up in the lane from 8, good. Isaiah Thomas has 10, 97-94, Piston lead back to 3. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game. Mahorn high against Lambier. Holding the ball, spinning around, finally finds Sobers deep on the right side. Sobers dribble drives down the lane, puts it up, and it's no good. He tried to follow, but Tripucka got the loose ball in the lane after it took a bounce by itself. Back comes Detroit. Here's Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, tricky dribbles around Frank Johnson. He went strong to the basket with the jumper, and it looked like Johnson might have blocked his shot. But they're going to call a foul on Frank Johnson. That'll send Isaiah Thomas to the line. Frank Johnson has 4 personals. And he is really the only Bullet threatening to foul out. Kent Benson has 4 for the Pistons. 97-94, Detroit. Isaiah Thomas at the free throw line to our left. First one is up, rattles in and out. Thomas is a 72% free throw shooter. Not as good as you might expect. Next one by Isaiah Thomas is good. He has 11. 98-94, Detroit. Minute 56 to go in this ball game. Frank Johnson deep in the right sideline, guarded by Thomas. Goes to the lip of the key to Ballard. Low left, inside to Rulin. Scoop shot right hand. Banker, good. Nice roll by Jeff Rulin. Rulin with 18. Tough assist, too, by Greg Ballard. 98-96. The Piston lead cut to 2. Minute 42 to go. Isaiah Thomas into the front court. Looks to the coach of the Pistons, Daly. Daly looks back at Isaiah Thomas. The cut back to him. Tripucka scores off the feed from Isaiah Thomas. Tripucka with a big bucket right there for the Pistons. He has 15, and the best assist of the night to Isaiah Thomas. It's 100-96. Bullets are down by 4. Deep on the left sideline, Sobers loops it in. Rulin low left, double team against Lambier, and Benson put it up and scored! They're going to call the foul on Jeff Rulin. No basket. Rulin picks up his 4th. He went between 2 Pistons. Strong to the baskets, but he's hit with an offensive foul. The basket will not count. It stays at 196. Pistons 4-point lead. A minute 12 to go. And the Pistons right now are going to call timeout. A minute and 12 seconds remaining. It's Detroit 100, Washington 96. The leading Bullet scorer is Sobers with 22. Johnson is in with 17. Rulin has 18. Let's see what Gene Shue can do, but it'll be a Piston ball first. Inbounding, it'll be Kelly Tripucka does to Isaiah Thomas. Pistons have the clock and the score on their side. Bounce pass right baseline to Bill Lambier, off to Tripucka, rolling off a screen, right sideline, no good. Johnson with a rebound at the foul line. He'll call timeout immediately. So we have 100-96 after the missed shot by Tripucka. Frank Johnson rebounded and quickly called timeout. Ball will come up to midcourt after the timeout. In the front court, far sideline at midcourt. Ballard will do the honors and throw it into play. The veteran out of Oregon, now in his 7th year, throws it down on the left sideline. Today in the Rulin, low left against Benson. Put it up. No good, but he was fouled by Benson. Rulin will go to the free throw line. All right. Jeff Rulin goes to the free throw line. Frank Johnson has just come in and Darren Day has come out. They utilized Darren Day just on the inbound play. Now Frank Johnson is in there. And at the free throw line, it's Rulin. Dipping. First one up, good. Rulin checks in with 19 now. 100-97. Can cut the lead to 2. He doesn't. He missed. Not a very good free throw by Jeff Rulin. Isaiah Thomas rebounds by himself. Clock shows 50 seconds to go. It's 100-97. 3-point lead by the Pistons. Thomas straight away to Lambier deep on the left. Guarded by Rulin. Drills a pass to Benson. Over to Isaiah Thomas on the right wing. Guarded by Frank Johnson. Now to Tripucka. Drop of the key. Now he dribble drives. Goes in strong. No foul. No basket. Rebound Mahorn. Mahorn on the baseline. And you hear Gene Shue yelling timeout. Bullets come into the front court here. Sobers. He doesn't hear the call for the timeout. Gives to Rulin. He stripped of the ball. It went out of bounds. And it's, well, 26 seconds remaining. It'll be a bullet ball, baseline right. That was Gene Shue screaming for the timeout. He finally gets it. The Pistons have led almost all the way. At the end of the first quarter, they're ahead 31-23, and then at the half, it was 55-48 in favor of Detroit. They led at the end of 3, 78-72. Bullets have had only 2 leads tonight. 100-97 is where we are at with 26 seconds to go. I noticed the general manager of the Bullets along the way, chewing gum at a rather rapid rate. We're going to have Bob Ferry on with us, I believe, some game next week. He's going to work with us for a quarter or so. All right, bullet ball, baseline right. Greg Ballard to put it into play. He works with Mahone and Rulin, Johnson and Sobers, the back court. Let's see what Gene Shue can come out of this. Frank Johnson on the left wing down the sideline, goes up the far way. Now goes behind him, a Horn outside screen. 3-point try straight away, in and out. A rebound, follow, nobody gets it. It's going to be a Detroit, but no, it's going to be a bullet ball. First, Joe Gashu pointed down to the left, then he turned around. He was disorientated, then pointed to the right. Bullet ball, 18 seconds to go. Bullets down by 3. Now Detroit is going to call a 20-second timeout. Got some scores out of town. After 3, Boston is at New Jersey, and Boston is leading the Nets 84-75. The Celtics will be the Bullet opponent tomorrow night. After 3, in New York, the Knicks are leading the Lakers 78-74 after 1. Phoenix is at Chicago, and the Suns lead Chicago at 33-19. Chicago had a 7-game win streak broken Friday night by these Pistons. After 1, Utah leads San Antonio 42-36 at the half. It's Cleveland, 1 better than Milwaukee. That game is in Milwaukee. It's 48-47. 18 seconds to go. Pistons up by 3. Ballard will inbound. Off the baseline, he does to Sobers out deep on the left sideline. He's at 3-point range, pulls up, takes it, in and out. Trapuka with a rebound on the lane. He's fouled by Mahorn or Sobers. Take your pick. Now 11 seconds left. They give the foul to Sobers. 100-97. 11 seconds remaining as Isaiah Thomas goes to the free throw line. As we said, Isaiah Thomas, for being such a fine all-around ball player, doesn't shoot that well from the free throw line for that kind of a guard. He's only at 72%. No. Well, it's Kelly Trapuka at the free throw line, not Isaiah Thomas. Trapuka's first one is up and in. Trapuka has 16. He might ice it with this one. Looking for number 17. He gets it. Make it 101-97. And the Bullets are going to call time. And we're going to step away. With 11 seconds to go, our score, Detroit 102 and the Bullets 97. And the Bullets will have the ball at midcourt after the timeout. Bullets come back with Rulon, Ballard, and Darren Day. Sobers is in the ball game with Frank Johnson for the outside shooting. Popping off at Sobers' three-point try. Straight away, good! Ricky Sobers with a three-pointer. He has 25, 7 seconds remaining. Foul in the backcourt. Frank Johnson commits the foul against John Long. It's 102-100. Don't go away. John Long at the free throw line. The crowd is trying to get in the way. Well, he missed the first one. 7 seconds to go. Next one by John Long is up. No good. Rebound, Day. Day with 5 seconds into the front court. Goes to Malone into the corner. Malone throws up a brick left side. Good! Oh, my goodness, what a shot! Oh! Unbelievable shot by Jeff Malone on the left baseline. He was behind the basket.